Hi, this is Alecia. I wanted to talk to you today about awareness. Awareness around how we present in the world and how we may be received or perceived and not even realize it. A very interesting quote that I saw a long time ago, a version of it is, "What you are screams so loudly in my ears, then I cannot hear what you say." And that reminds me a lot about social media because a lot of us like to hold ourselves in a certain light and we like to think of ourselves in a certain way. But sometimes what we're saying and what we're being and what we're responding, how we're responding and what we're putting out in the world is really kind of speaking much more loudly than who we say we want to be. And so, one way to figure out whether that's happening or not is scroll back through your newsfeed, go back to your wall and look at all the posts that you've done, what you've posted about, the energy that's in the post that you shared, as well as the words that you might have put around it, and most especially the responses that you might have given, especially for people that may not have agreed with you. And so this kind of holds up a mirror if we take out the if we remove the but I posted that because they're wrong and they need to know and we need to educate people. Yeah, that's a thing. It's definitely a thing. But it's not as much about the information that we're posting as the resources that we choose. What are the headlines saying of the resources that you're sharing? Are they spiky and pokey? Is that really what you want to be? So it's as much about the headlines of things that we post, and most especially about the words that we post with. Like I'll see posts saying, this people, they're that, or those people, they're that. And they're these big sweeping statements about big swaths of community that I know those big swaths of people aren't all that thing. But for some reason, we are too lazy to really clarify. Oh, no, it wasn't all of those people that I was talking about. It wasn't all the Democrats or all the Republicans. It was just the politicians. That's primarily who I was talking about. Well, if that's the truth, then why don't you say the politicians, the Democratic politicians or the Republican politicians to clarify? Because when you say all Democrats this, then the Democrats in your feed, if there are any and they're not living in an echo chamber, that kind of feels like it's directed to them. So it's kind of like if you've got Trump people and you're saying all Trump people are this or that or the other thing, that's not true. All of those people are not the same thing. And so, if we can get a little bit more precise in the words that we choose and a little bit more clarifying with how we choose to post them, then it can make a big difference as to how people receive what we have to say on social media. Because it's the lack of consciousness or the sometimes I don't give a damn that's really making things rough. So, just a little way to kind of pay attention to social media and how you're acting and reacting, and answering the question, is this really who I want to be? If so, keep being that. But if not, if you look at it with a neutral eye and not the, well, because, or I did this because, or whatever the excuses are, but just take it from if a brand new person came to your news feed or to your page and they were checking you out to see who you are, who are you? What are they going to walk away with? What are they going to assume about you because of your tone? Because it's less about what you post and your beliefs and more about how you post it and your tone. So, just a little way to kind of check things out, to check and see if you're in alignment. It's a little self alignment check, if you will. You have a great day. Send me some love, like and subscribe, hit the bell if you want notifications when the next videos come out. And you got to know, I deeply appreciate you. This is Alecia with a Sage Insight from AskAlecia.com.